but because on the real, I know I'm gonna go all over the place. But the one thing I could tell whenever you came and spoke to our team last week, our teams, at the Central Banquet of the week, which I thought was dope. You didn't go too far into your NFL experience, but I want to know how long were you playing in the NFL, and how'd you end up on the outside looking in? Because I would imagine that you had more gas left in the tank when it was over with.
Yeah.
All right, break that down for me.
Well, I played 4 years. So I have played 4 years. I played 4 full seasons. You know, I had knee surgery that 4th year.
You tore it up?
Yeah. Well, not as bad as, you know, some people have knee injuries, right? I told my meniscus they took 90% of it out. So basically, I'm almost bone on bone. You know, and this was in 2007. So a lot of things changed. They probably could have put something in there differently now that they have now, whatever. But, you know, at that time, it was just, you know, I like to say, I like to forget about that time, towards the end.
Yeah. Just
because that, you know, I used to have a coach in the league. He used to tell me, like, you know, you too hard on yourself and stuff like that, because I wasn't a troublesome player, but I didn't want to mess up, right? So at the same time, when you go back and look at it, it was like, okay, what was you really doing with yourself, right? You know what I mean? What am I doing when I go home? You know what I mean? Am I still in my playbook, really, like I need to be? You know what I mean? You got to look yourself in the mirror, you know what I mean? That's what I had to do when I found myself looking from the outside in, like you said, you know what I mean? Because it was like, yeah, you tore your meniscus, but people came back. I had a buddy, he tore his meniscus too. And he ended up playing, I think, another 3 or 4 years or something like that, you know, because it was never about my talent, you know what I mean? That was what I think that ended up happening with me is, you know, real talk. I mean, I'm keeping it real, like, you know, when I got to the league, I thought everybody was weak. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, you know.
I'm the hardest cat in.
Because I could compete, you know what I mean? And when it came to that, but my discipline wasn't there. You know what I mean? I was disciplined enough to know that I got to get up and go to work. I can't be late. You know what I mean? I might have to stay after a little bit and get my body right, because I know when I leave, what I'm doing, putting in my body. You know what I mean? I ain't saying I was, you know, I like to chill a little bit.
Yeah,
you know
like
what
to
I
enjoy
mean?
yourself.
I enjoy myself, you know what I mean? And that was things that I created right here in this gym, though, when I was young, you know what I'm saying? And you can never get rid of them demons sometimes until all the demons get on you. And then you see certain people, they scatter away from you. Because now you down, you lost, you ain't got nothing. It's over with, you got to lose, sell your house, you know what I mean? Cars gone, the money gone. Now them demons get away from it, right? But they leave you there, and it's still the downfall. I got to deal with the taxes. I got to deal with how I'm gonna eat. You know what I mean? And so I was just that's how that went. You know, that end, and how I'm finding myself looking now, just having to look myself like, damn, you know. Maybe if I did, when have I went a whole year without smoking cigars, you know what I'm saying, or having a drink, you know what I mean, and really get my body right.
True that.
Right? I mean, because I knew I'd get it right. I had to go back. I had to go back to training camp. But what if I would have just stayed in New York and just didn't come home?
And is it really as bad as people say? Like, hey, listen, stay out of your elements. You know what I mean?
You have
Same
to.
thing with college. It's like, hey, sometimes you might just want to stay on campus for the summer and not come home.
That's the truth.
Was that rough on you?
That was the truth. That's what happened to me at TU. Like, you know what I mean? Coach Dave Rader gave me a hell of a chance, you know what I mean, coming out of here. And when I made it out of here and went to TU, straight out of here. That coach, they believed in me. I wasn't even thinking about. I said we talk about we going D1, I'm going D1, we going here. I only had one homeboy, well, one of my homeboys that's probably one of the best athletes to come here, Jeremy Ormstead, right? He didn't even get to graduate here, you know what I'm saying? Because of just, I think they was like, it's your time, you gotta go, right? You know what I mean? And he didn't get to finish his career here, man, but that dude, you know, and I'll get back to my college, what I was saying about TU and stuff, but he, I mean, we shared a locker, bro, and I swear to you, he had letters falling out of lockers, like, from all the schools.
Like that, huh?
Yeah. No, like, Clemson, basketball and football. Offer, like, you know what I mean? Just he had that status. If he would have, you know what I mean? I mean, you got to think his freshman year he led this team in tackles. You know what I mean? Central in tackles. Sophomore, junior, and didn't even get to play a senior year. You know what I mean? Didn't even get to play a senior year. Got kicked out. You're a nuisance. Get out of here.
Had enough of him.
You know what I mean?
Golly.
But
he on that picture up there with you too, ain't he?
Yeah, of course.
See?
He big part of that starter on that team. Big part of that team. You know what I mean? But people, you know, it was just they felt like it was his time, I guess. You know what I mean? And I don't, you know, I can't get into that men and all that other stuff, but I do feel like it was the certain people who know who they are and know that, and you know, I feel like they ruined him. They, you know what I mean? It was like, dang, you can't do him that bad. He probably finna be the biggest thing that could come out of here since in a minute, right? Keep giving him some help. But when I got to TU, man, that was I had to get away.
Right.
Was
TU too close?
I was too close to home.
Yeah.
Because prior to me going to TU, we used to go out. Man, I was in the clubs in junior and senior year here, man.
Big kick.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna lie. We in the clubs, you know what I mean? We doing things that we don't need a normal high schooler shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Your mindset shouldn't even be on that type of living.
Right.
When I got here, you know what I mean? And the craziest thing is they like, well, you went to Webster your freshman, sophomore year.
Right.
Well, I still lived on Greenwood.
Exactly. Same environment.
It's the same. I still lived there. Technically, I wasn't even supposed to be going to Webster. I was using my sister's address. I said, now it's your, you can't stop it. But
it's a wrap.
Right now, nowadays, you know what I mean, the kids can go where it's whatever. But back then, I wasn't even supposed to be going there. You know what I mean? But when I got here, and then it was day to day. Now it's day to day neighborhood stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn. You know what I mean? And, you know, I lost my mom a couple of years ago. You know, and it wasn't her fault. You know what I mean? She had, at the time I didn't know what, you know, she suffered from all her depressions and all these things that was going on with her, but she still did a good job raising me. But it was like, well, dang, how are you saying you got this wow like that? But I don't want to say wow, but how was you able to stay out all night like that? Well, Mom did her thing. She worked. She went in her room, and then she made sure it was good. And y'all just, you know, because she was fighting her own things with, you know, mental health is real, bro. You know what I mean? And so that, you know, with that on top of everything else going on, it's just Tulsa it's a trap, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. A lot of these kids that's here come through this area, if they ain't got that right structure, it's easy to get caught up. And I just truly feel that because you can make money in the streets. You know what I mean? The streets will help you, but the streets, they ain't loyal here.
No, man.
They ain't loyal. No streets in no hood, nowhere is loyal, but definitely not here. Your homeboy will tell on you here in Tulsa.
Right. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah. and that's, you know, that's, I think with our generation now, a lot of them is just getting caught up in the now, right? You see it on the internet and all that other stuff, and
don't necessarily have that foresight to see something else down the line.
Yeah, and you know, you don't have true grandfathers no more.
That's key, man. Were you able to know your grandparents?
Yeah, I got to know all four of mine. Yeah, so you know, and when I say true grandfathers, like everybody, I heard, man, I was at the post office, they talking about this centennial thing coming up, right? And you know, I think that my grandfather talked to me not in the sense of that, but it was more you got how to act.
Yeah, you got that act right.
How to understand how you gonna have to move living here in Tulsa. Like you know better, you do better. You know what I mean? Don't, you know, I ain't no racist or nothing like that. I'm for everybody, but you respect cops, white men. You respect that. You got to, because you never win. And that's what my grandfather told me that. You know what I mean? He's a war veteran, but back then that was like his message. You know what I mean? You save, you stay on the radar, You never want to be the angry black man in the room.
True.
You know what I mean? Because you just gonna be marked. You know what I mean? And that was
more so than you already are.
More so than you already are. It is what it is. It's a lot of people, they like, Coach, you head coach, you got braids. I did this because, I know how to be professional. I coach college ball. You know what I mean? I know as a black coach, you get frowned upon on image. Well, image is, even you can be a white coach or whatever, or Hispanic or whatever culture you are.
It's a certain uniform they want you to fit.
Yeah, it's a certain uniform, right? So, and like, Coach, you got braids, you going in here? I'm like, yeah, you know that? And because I want to show my kids, because when I talk to the kids, I tell them, be yourself. And I respect my job. I go to work, I'm professional. I don't do nothing that's gonna jeopardize my job, you know what I'm saying? But I tell the kids, you can be yourself, but learn how to act.
That's a fact.
Learn how to be in the moment. Learn how to respect your surroundings, you know what I mean? Sometimes, unless this is your house, your boss, your rules, and you will stepping into something else, you gotta learn how to adjust to that environment.
That's key.
You know what I mean? You have to learn how to conduct yourself, even if they might make you mad.
Right.
You might hate this person sitting right there. But if you go in there and you display that, you might jeopardize something for your family, for me and you, our business. We got this business deal, but I hate this dude right here.
Right, and you let them know you hate them too.
But you go in there acting up, you gonna blow it for everybody.
True.
You know what I mean? And so you just gotta understand, you gotta be able to speak when the right, you know what I mean, and be, cordial. I guess if that's the word for it, because
that's right.
That's
one thing my daddy always tells me, man, which is what his daddy told him, is like, it don't cost you nothing to be nice.
Yeah, at all.
You know what I mean? And it's like you catch more bees with honey, as they say. You know what I mean? And you don't know how good, I may not be as good as you, but if I know how to make this person feel comfortable with me, and I'm more likable, I may get that rub before you do.
Definitely.
And it's not fair necessarily, but it's real.
But it's real.
So we let's deal with what is, rather than what should be.
I agree, man.
But I got to give you some credit though. Whenever you came up here to Central at the sports banquet, and the first I had seen pictures of you. I'd never seen you in the flesh.
Right.
I saw you suited and booted, had the blaze on.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the cornrows, I just started smiling like, man, I love that because. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but what I think is true is when whatever these kids see, they can be. You know what I mean? So they see somebody that looks like them, and you express your individuality similarly to the way they do. They're like, all right, he's relatable.
Yeah.
So now when you open your mouth and start talking, they're interested in what you gotta say.
Yeah.
Because you can have all the knowledge, but if they don't really care to hear what you gotta say, don't mean much.
That's 100%. And it ain't that I'm trying to be like them.
Right.
I'm being me.
That's right.
And I tell them to be you, right? But you have to understand that you got to conduct yourself if it's not your ship.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like I tell them, like I wear a lot of sleeves because I got tattoos up and down on my arms. You know what I'm saying? They're like, Coach, why you outside? You always got on a hoodie or you always long sleeve. Well, because not that I want to cover who I am, but it's a respectable thing. I wear it, but in there, sometimes I know some people might not so much be offended, but it's like, dang, Coach got on braids in his hair, tats all over there. But I tell the principal over there that everybody know who I am.
Right.
I'm a product of this environment.
Right. In a good way.
I just made it. I wasn't the best athlete to come through Central, by far. Like Jeremy, he told me, that's like a brother to me.
Right.
Like, bro, don't, because you get hate.
Yeah.
From homeboys, right?
The ones that are closest to you.
You know what I mean? And like, it was times when I was in the league and like he'll call, we'll talk, he'll be like, bro, can I say niggas?
Man, you can say whatever you want to say.
I'm just saying,
you go
there. Be like, these niggas, bro, they don't listen to them. They just hating, bro. You and he tell me, this is why I got the love for you. Wasn't the best athlete to come to there, bro. You was just chosen, bro. You made choices, nigga. Didn't nobody see when we'll be over there kicking it, doing what we're doing, and then you would go over there and run up in the pit, as I used to call it, over there at B.S. Roberts Park. You know what I mean? Did nobody see the things you did? You know what I mean? But that's what I would do that though, right? Just because I wanted to be different.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wanted to.
I think that takes some discipline right there, though, because
inner discipline.
You a kid at that point.
Inner discipline.
And y'all kicking it. It's hard. It's hard when you get in kicking mode to come out of that mode. And say, all right, fellas, I'm gonna go lock in and go make this work. I might catch y'all afterwards. Man.
But that was just. That didn't come to college though.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I mean. That didn't come to college though. After I seen, because I thought I blew it at when I got kicked out of TU. I ain't gonna lie. I was almost. It was going.
Were you there for 1 or 2 years at TU?
1.5.
Okay.
So my freshman year I played straight out the gate.
Yeah.
You know, you go to college. Right? Yeah, you go to college. You know what I'm saying? You usually either redshirt or you lose weight or whatever when you go to training camp. Shoot, I graduated Central like at 185. I think I was. At the end of camp, I check in to TU. In the camp, I was like 200, 195.
Okay.
They're like, you playing. You know what I mean? Usually you lose weight. You know what I mean? But what it was, I started, like I tell my kids, you can go get a free 3 hots in a cot in a good way. You know what I mean? 3 hot meals in a cot, which is basically, you know, you get that meal plan, that breakfast, that lunch, and that dinner. That's right. And you get that dorm room.
That's right.
So I went on like a 4-week of that. No coming back to mama house in the hood over here on Main Greenwood. No, none of that. I'm on TU campus now.
Right.
You know, and my body, I'm lifting, we eating.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I know you're looking at your body changing. You feeling good
I'm developing.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's some good, like, Marshall Gordon. Y'all remember Marshall?
Come on, man.
Like, so Marshall was a senior. Marshall had hurt his hand. You know what I mean? He had that injury. He should have went to the league, too.
Was it his hand or his wrist?
Was it his wrist or something? I think he had cut it or something. Marshall Gordon.
Now, see, I remember seeing the brace on the wrist. But
yeah, it might have been on his wrist. But he was a senior at TU too, and but he was then we had Todd Franz. He went to the league. He was a corner. But I'm telling you, when I got out there, they didn't want it. I ain't gonna say they didn't want it, but they wanted it. But they wanted I could compete with them.
Right,
you know
then.
What I mean? Right then, off gate.
And you new men on campus too. Did they feel threatened, or was it love after?
It was love.
Okay,
it was
cool.
like it was respect. They gave me a lot of respect. TU, man, it wasn't TU's fault that I got kicked out of there.
Yeah.
TU did. Coach Wright and them did everything they could to help me succeed at that place, man. I just wasn't ready.
Would you say your challenges were academic, or was it extracurriculars?
It was. I didn't give the academics a chance, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. I went to class, but I didn't leave here with no study skills.
I got you.
I left Central like school.
I'm about to go. Man, where the ball at?
Yeah.
I feel you.
You know, cause when man, when I got here, it was different, man. I don't know how we was able to. And they tried, like Coach Scholes, he was an older guy that was here. You might know old school Scholes.
I do.
You know,
I met him during
T.
my
Scott, you know, Coach Talaferro. I had some good mentors in here, though. Some good men, like Talaferro, Coach Burks.
Yeah.
Coach Burks, you know, he's the art teacher. You know, some good men that would talk to me and say, you know,
they can speak your language.
Yeah, and like, what is you doing? Right. But it was still, you know, we walking through here with cups, you know, man. Styrofoam cups. Yeah. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man. The campus closed. We leaving campus,
for sure.
Coming back, nice. You know what I mean? Come back nice.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel you.
And that just carried, you know what I mean? That carried and haunted me all up and through the league, bro. And that's what I could say. You know what I mean? I got in a mode of that, you know, and I was, you know, I got a tattoo on my nickname is Real, right? They was calling me really real, you know, really real, you know, and sometimes I just think all this stuff, I just really deep down in me, sometimes I just wish I just wanted to work for the city. Like, you know what I mean? Just be a city worker, just be a regular. Like, I don't want this.
Oh, you used to have moments like that while you were in them trenches like that?
Yeah, because, you know,
I think
it might have been the pressure.
I got you.
It might have been the pressure. It might have been my depressions. You know what I mean? I didn't have to go talk to the psychiatrist and stuff like that, bro. I didn't have to get it right up here because
I respect that, though.
You know what I mean? Certain. I don't know how I got in that mode. You know what I mean? Of like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think my mother taught and my grandfather that do right though. Be fair.
Right.
Like my mom used to didn't let us. We talking and laughing at somebody, and somebody like hurt or crippled or something, and we laugh at you. No, you ain't. You can't. Don't. She didn't like when we was ragging.
Right. Even though that is a part of our culture.
That's part of our culture.
We definitely come up. We talk that noise.
Yeah.
But
It's like she was just one of them ones that was like that. You know what I mean? Like don't never down talk nobody else. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what they going through.
Right.
Type of deal. So that was always stuff. But I get them now. You know what I'm saying? I get you, but
you gotta have the jokes, man.
Yeah.
Because if you don't,
oh,
them cats gonna have them for you.
They gonna have them for you.
You're gonna be over here like this here.
Yeah, they gonna have them for you. Yep.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after the TU stint was over, you say you tricked that off.
Yeah.
And I know you landed another opportunity, right, up in Coffeyville. Am I right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How'd that come about? And better yet, before you answer that, how long of time were you in between gigs, just at the crib?
After football.
After the TU. After TU was done, how long before you got that next gig in Coffeyville?
Oh, like within a week or so.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like because you know, like again, I was athletic,
dog,
bro.
Huh?
I was and no coach. You didn't have to tell me to come to practice and work hard. I'm at you.
So that wasn't a problem.
That wasn't a problem. On the court, on the field.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem.
When it was work time, it was work time.
We own that.
Yeah, I feel
you
that.
know what I mean? Because that comes from my little league coaches though. Sidney Pete, Lyndon Goff, which Coach Goff at the time who started TYA Bulldogs.
Yep. I know.
Coach Goff was my coaches out here out west at the West Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Him and Lyndon, Coach Lyndon Goff. You know, Coach Lyndon Goff and Coach Sidney Pete. You know what I mean? Who Pete was the director of the Salvation Army West Maybe. You know what I mean? But it was then, and then my other coach, I had a coach, man, his name was Tim. I think somebody told me Tim passed. Big old white dude though. He was a wrestler, bro. He was you know, when the WWF wrestler,
Heck yeah,
he used to do that. But Big Boy used to come put on his helmet. Everybody that know, if you see this, they know, they remember this. They played football at the West Maybe with me, bro. He would put on a helmet. And he would, you know, not demolish us, but
right. He'd touch you up, though.
And if we needed, and he, you know, he'll be running. We taught us to come get him, right? Bang, you better bang. No mercy on me. You come get me. You try and tackle me, right?
I like it.
But he was just, that's what he taught into us.
Yeah.
To compete, right?
Right.
So I was, you know, I was a dog, bro. At a young age. Like even I remember. And here going back home, that's where my heart come from, my mom's, right?
Right.
We playing goddamn Madison over here. Bam! Put the quarterback out. Here come the ambulance, right? I'm happy about that. That was the thing.
That's how you know y'all crazy. You know
right?
Touch somebody else, here come the ambulance and we cheering.
Yeah. I'm happy about it. I come home, tell mama about it.
Yeah.
That ain't nice. What?
No, the game ain't nice.
You just shut my whole
right.
You know, but you know, it was that, you know, that dog that was created to me at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm saying to answer what did you ask me?
No, it's all good. I was circling back to you and Coach Shaw's relationship.
Yeah. So the transition. Okay. So that transition from when I left. Left TU and going into Coffeyville, right? So it's crazy, man. Cause that's why I was saying I was athletic, right? Yeah. So picture this, bro. This is how crazy the game is too when it comes to athletics. And I'm gonna put it out there because they know.
I'm with it.
Coach Foster, Mike Foster, right? He was the special teams coach and the running backs coach at TU at the time.
Right.
They fired Coach Rader. Bad move for them, I think. You know what I mean? They fired Coach Rader. He was terrible. It was time, I guess, whatever. But fired Coach Rader. Coach Rader leave. Mike Foster get the job at Southwest Missouri State. I didn't know this though. So I'm like, damn, it's over with, really?
Yeah.
I'm finna just go down here to Langston where all the homies is at.
Yeah,
and
man.
I promise you, if I went to Langston at that time, I probably wouldn't be sitting here honored to be in this gym talking about my life. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I'd have went to Langston, it probably have been over.
It was home on the road.
And it was going down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was going down at the loop. You know what I mean? And so I get down there, get enrolled. I'm play football for him, you know. Phone ring. It's Dick Foster, the legend, Dick Foster of Coffeyville. You know, won the national titles with Coffeyville, the one really who.
That dude. And you knew who he was then, too.
Well, I didn't know who Dick was then, but when he told me who he was, he like, this Dick Foster, whoop, 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 Coffeyville. I'm like, okay, what's up? He like, my cousin is Mike Foster, which was my special teams coach at TU.
Yes, sir. Who just took another gig.
Just took another gig at Southwest, right? So, I'm like, well, shit, I just enrolled, man, at Langston. Dick came at me just like this, because he was real deal, did with a lot of guys, put a lot of guys in the NFL. Well, son, I'm going to tell you this. Do you want to go back to D1 where you're supposed to go, or you going to stay down there in that hellhole? I said, shit. I'm on my when I got to be down there. You better have your ass down here Monday.
What day was that right there?
It's like a Saturday, Friday night or something, a Friday.
You had to get some affairs in order, brother.
I had just came down there to enroll. I think it was Friday. It's like, you better have your ass down here Monday. Shit, I was there Monday.
You was there on Monday,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was there on Monday because he like, you can go back D1. Mike Foster, which Mike Foster's a good dude. You know what I mean? And I appreciate him for even believing in me. It's like, if he goes back to Tulsa and sits around, it's over with for him.
Yeah. And at that point, there was nothing else you could do to help him. So the fact that he helped you like that?
It's real. I always got love for Foster for that, because he the one really got it started, right? So, But now here's the bad part that I didn't like. It was like, damn, okay. So I'm at the Ville. Now, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm seeing these D1s, though. These just, now, a lot of cats, you youngsters out there, you think I'm just going to go JUCO and get out of here. You better just understand, some of these JUCOs got all dogs, especially Coffeyville. Okay? Now, it's all dogs here.
Yeah.
Arkansas commits, Florida's, they dogs, you know what I'm saying? And so now you gotta compete. You gotta compete. In that Coffeyville, that's all they did. The workouts we did every day was compete. Bro.
And you had 1 year to make it happen at that point,
1 year, right? So I'm in there, I didn't got the record. The 5-10-5, I ran a 3.9 on that, bro. Like 4.3, like 40. I'm eating out there. But I got a chip on my shoulder. I feel like I done let the whole hood down. I done got kicked out of TU.
Right. You got something.
Everybody after my freshman year, they knew I was going to the league. Right. That's what all the. Like, it was to the point where at TU, bro, when I would get in trouble and do something bad, like Damon Savage, Wes Caswell, they would have to get the punishment.
Oh, man.
These
had a lot
vets,
on you, man.
Right? But Coach Taylor, he'd be like, fucking up, look at him. And then they'll come talk to me. Yeah. But me, being who I am, I'm sitting.
Yeah, you just arrogant to the mother. Just defiant,
bro.
Man.
You can't whoop me. That's my mindset. You can't beat me up.
So what you gonna tell me?
What you gonna tell me? I'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that.
And I kind of carried myself like that, so nobody really just kind of tested me like that up there. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was like,
they probably knew what you was feeling. Whatever you knew, they knew. They're like, hey, buddy. We're gonna soft step this one.
You might go back to the hood and get some guys or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? But I feel that. It was, you know, and So when I left, when I got there at Coffeyville, bro, it was just compete. So it come time spring game.
Yeah.
I'm at the spring game. I see my favorite school. That's Florida State, bro. You watching our drills?
Yeah.
I'm on it, right? I had a damn good receiver coach there, Brian Anderson. He put some guys in the league too. He's still coaching now. I think he the running back coach at K-State right now. BA. Man. My dog, shout BA. BA a good dude, man. He good dude, man. And I felt bad after the fact down the line. So spring ball, I'm on.
Yeah. Put in work.
You know, at that time it was out-of-stater rule, so you could only have, I think, so many out-of-staters on your roster at the JUCO. So it came down. They having cuts, right? There's no way y'all finna let. I'm dogging. I know I'm in. We just had practice. I'm on first team reps. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got a roommate, fullback. He from Kansas City. From the Missouri side.
I swear I was about to say KCK or KC Mo.
He on the Missouri side, so he like, man, if they call, tell him I ain't here. I'm like, shit, and I'm trying to calm him to ease his mind. I'm like, bro, well, shit, what if they call for me? And you know you ain't finna call for you. You good, woo, right?
Right.
Lo and behold, the damn phone ring. It's Skip Foster, which was the head coach, Dick's son. Okay, yeah, they. Willie, come on down to the office. Still to the fact, I'm like, all right,
bet.
Must be talking about what we just was doing on offense. I just was taking first team reps over here.
It got to be some good talk.
Some good talk. I ain't.
Yeah.
So he come down. He be like, well, we coming down to the 53 and you ain't on it. Fuck you mean?
Did you say that to him? You just kind of looked at
him? I said that to him. What the fuck you mean?
Ooh-wee.
For real, because at that time, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? I'm trying to get up out of here. Y'all told me this is my chance to get back up out of here. So if I ain't playing, how the fuck I'm going to get out of here? Where I'm going to go to school at? Our partner just calmed down. It was a decision and this and that. Man, fuck you. All right, boom, I'm gone, right? I go down to BA's office, my receiver coach.
Right.
Man, y'all some bitches. You know, I'm going in.
Yeah, you let everybody have it.
BA like, hold on, man, what you talking about? No. I voted for you. Like, no.
So they knew why you came down there?
Yeah.
BA and them, like.
Well, so then this is when I found out. And, you know, I believe my guy.
Yeah.
I believe my guy, which is Kip Shaw.
All right.
Okay, I believe him. You know, he calls. How did he know why I'm down there, right? I get sick for some reason. Something, I don't know, I get sinus infection. So I go home, come to the house.
Damn.
Dr. Muckler, who was in there, Coach Shaw's dad.
Yes, sir.
Right? Go in there, he, you know, check me out, you fine, yeah, I heard get you some antibiotics for your sinus infection. And, but by the way, you look good, young man. Where you play football? I'm like, yeah, and so I'm telling him what's going on with me.
Oh, so you gave him the whole spiel?
Yeah, I'm like at Coffeyville. I just got cut. I don't know really where I'm finna go now. Yeah. But I'm at Coffeyville now. I just left TU. He said, well, is it all right if I give my son your number or whatever and tell him about you? And I said, yeah, right? I don't know how long specific. Well, long story short, Shaw called me. I'm coming down there and see you. All right, bet. Cool. Shaw tell me, basically they called when he called down there, yeah, he's here, but he's committed to Southwest.
Okay, Coach Shaw called Coffeyville?
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah, Shaw called Coffeyville. Willie Ponder's there on y'all, you know, play receiver, Yeah, he's here, but he's committed to Southwest.
Yeah, that wasn't true, brother.
I'm like, damn, that's how it was. So, long story short, supposedly, thank you, Coach Foster from TU. Right. Remember where he went to school, where he got cut from TU, left far from TU.
Became the head coach.
He went to be the special teams coordinator at Southwest Missouri.
Special teams coordinator, all
right. Right? He calls Dick and them, SL over Coffeyville. Look, I got a young man, I just left him at TU. he's finna lose it. He's not gonna it's gonna be over for him if we don't save him.
Don't get him up out of there.
So get him in the coffee field, get his stuff right, and he's gonna go to Southwest where I'm at. I'll get him back with me. Right?
And none of that stuff, none of that you knew.
I didn't know that. They were telling me I'm going to Coffeyville to get my grades right and go on D1. Go back where you should be.
Right.
All in all, that's why Coach Foster used to come up to Coffeyville always time and talk to me. He was at Southwest though, but I know for a fact, few times he came to the Ville just talking to me. Like all coaches always come in there and talk and recruit the kids. Right. So he coming, but really he ain't telling me that he recruiting me. I think you just cool. You the cool coach from TU.
He must have. He had to want you to think like
that. That's what they wanted me. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. Because when the recruiting time came, I did go take my visit to Southwest. And yada yada. But it was like, damn. What happened to the Florida states and these Iowa states that was all here? Well,
they had to like what they see.
Well, here are all your letters. Here are all the letters that they sent you. After the cut me, right? So I didn't get none of the questionnaires that's some recruiting questionnaires that when they came from spring and said, okay, we need some information on him. So I was supposed to get them letters after spring ball, so I can get them in and get them back out to them. So when the season starts, I can be on their recruiting list.
Sure.
Well, they was like, well, that happened. Get sick. And long story short, I end up at Southeast with Coach Shaw. He got that job right there, and I got out there and they turned me loose, bro. And it turned me loose. I was playing with a chip on my shoulder.
An even bigger one, huh?
An even bigger one.
And you said this is where was Shaw at?
At Southeast Missouri State.
Southeast Missouri State.
He had just got the receiver coaching job there. You know what I mean? Because the Coach Billings was the head coach that had just came from Marshall.
Right.
With Randy Moss.
Yeah.
And that's how they sold me. Like, you going to be Randy.
Yeah.
Randy, and Randy Moss, Chad Pennington is, yeah, hell yeah. They was rolling, they was hard. Moss and them. And they didn't lie to me. You know what I mean? When I first got there to Southeast that first year, rocks was coming my way. I think I caught like 50 balls or something. You know what I mean? Went over 1,000. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? And
like dream come true for you.
Yeah, it was love. You know what I mean? Southeast, they took care of me there, and bad thing about it was I still was kind of in that I still had them demons, that north side mentality in me. Yeah. When it came to education. You know what I mean? And being educational, like being educated, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just being able to comprehend. And then a lot of it was confidence.
See, that's actually a good question, because that's what I wanted. I'm gonna hit you with this one. Would you say your educational struggles were because of lack of interest, or would you say you just weren't as bright as you wish you would have been? Because to me, you seem like somebody that's bright, but maybe you just didn't give a damn about education.
It wasn't. I didn't read books. I didn't understand the importance of reading books. Reading books help you be able to speak better.
That's a fact.
I didn't understand that reading books is gonna make my brain better. Even though I do suffer from what they said, post-concussion syndrome. You know what I'm saying? They said they don't know when that could have happened, right? You know what I mean? But reading books helps it, right? Help you be able to speak. But it was really the lack of interest in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Because if I'm blessed, bro. We blessed. We can sit here and talk.
That's facts.
We can sit here and talk and have and you might have better what they call the IQ, and his IQ is intelligent, right?
Well, that's a fact. I'm more intelligent.
But if you give it a chance, you can try and learn something. If you can grab something, you can grab. But if you ain't giving it a chance, it's over with for you.
That's right.
You ain't even.
You closed off to the possibility.
You know what I mean? So a lot of that was that. Like I said, when I was at Webster, them first couple of years, I started dibbling and dabbling in my sophomore year, right? And that's just, smoking, you know what I mean, a little here and there, whatever.
Right.
Then my junior, senior, it was like, shit.
Full blown. Was it the same demographic over there at Webster as it was at Central during that era?
Well, like white and black kids like that?
Yeah. I mean, was it the same type of environment? Because to me, the way I look at it is, you got some edgy kids in every school in the district. It's an inner city thing. You got shenanigans that go on everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Webster just wasn't. Webster is a different neighborhoods and stuff over there, right?
Yeah.
It's different demographic, but you got your issues over there on the west. You know what I'm saying? You got your issues over there. And another day issues over there is the meth was back then.
Yeah.
Like that's two different elements of people.
That is right.
If you don't understand, you got a meth head and a crack head.
Right.
Crackheads is usually kind of functional. You can catch a crackhead that work at American Airlines.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. You can catch some functional crackheads, but that meth, bro.
You out of your mind.
Bro, that stuff kill you, bro. They say that. You check them meth heads out. When you see them, they say that stuff grow in you and come out. They pores and stuff. Mm-hmm. So the meth problem is a little bit worse out there on the west side, but you still got, I got some brothers that's out there they're coming to struggle. South Haven. Yeah. That area out there wasn't no joke either. They got their issues. You know what I mean? Back then it's called Bright right now. Well, I stay in West Oak, the Riverviews. They changed and all that over there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It ain't the same, but it was issues now. You know what I mean? It was just different than here.
Right.
That's just like what I feel like. I was just had the conversation. I feel, and this is just my personal opinion. Right. I don't give a fuck what nobody feel about it. The kids here at Central, and then you take your McLain kids, okay?
Of today? Or
of today.
Then? Okay.
Even back then.
Right.
I can say even back then.
Right.
Most of your parenting that's at the Central kids, at least they got somebody, a little bit better parenting than there. And that is what it is. And you can take some kids home here in this area. Where you gonna take them to? Gilchrist Hills, possibly.
That's where I'm from.
Heritage Hills. Some of them will be over there off Main and Boston in that neighborhood a little bit. You know what I mean? But usually it's a pretty not as bad. Now you take some kids over here out that way. Mm-hmm. Anything past 4-6.
Right.
They got to be around. They house might sit here. It's probably 3 abandoned house next door. The person next door here probably ain't. The housing and the living conditions is just different.
Right.
So therefore, your parents is a little different, right? Mm-hmm. My mom went to work every day. You know what I mean? She was blue collar worker type. You know what I mean? A lot of your parenting here, you get some little bit better structure as a Central kid than McLain's kids. That's just my opinion.
I got you.
When it comes to demographic, even like you take Webster, right? The west side, you getting different parenting. Mm-hmm. Most of your kids here that goes to Central, most of them got their parents, or even if they stay with their grandma, they ain't got real mom and daddy. They got somebody that got a house with some air conditioning on that motherfucker.
I feel you.
Or it's just a little bit. I ain't saying it's big difference.
Yeah,
but it's just different living conditions.
I feel you.
You might have a kid. Some of the parents, the kids, some of them that's here, they gonna worry about where their kid is at 10 o'clock if he ain't in the house.
Right.
On 4-6, some of them. I ain't saying all the parenting out there, because I got some good kids and some good parents out there. I ain't dogging nobody.
Yeah, you got exceptions everywhere.
I can't dog no. I can't judge them. I'm not a judging, but I'm just talking real. Mm-hmm. That some of the parents out there, they got more going on in their life that it tends to rub off. I just don't want to say nothing fucked up.
No, I feel that.
Tends to rub off on your child.
Yeah. So
therefore, you know what I mean, when your child come to school, they probably ain't been asleep all night.
Yeah, or they ain't been
fed. Or they it's just fucked up at home.
Yeah, and we got a lot of that over here too.
Which we do, right? Yeah. We do. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just a little. That's just my personal opinion. It's just a little bit different when it comes to the living.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And one thing I've learned about both types of kids is like they not no dummies. you know, they got other things going in their lives that may take precedence over the educational experience.
Yes.
So when you come when you come through these doors, whether you're at Central or McLain or anywhere else, and things aren't right where you just left from, it's hard for us to get your undivided attention so we can teach you something.
Yeah, because it's heavy on you.
It is. And
it's heavy on them. They only human. You know what I mean? And that's just, you know, hats off to the people that teach in these demographics. Like, right? And you got to understand sometimes this shit is, I be having to tell some of my teachers over there, just relax, chill.
Yeah.
Don't get so worked up because you definitely don't know what this kid just went through.
That's right. Since you took me there, what's your role? You are the head football coach at McLain High School, right? Now, that has a plight in and of itself. But what's your day job? What's your role in the building?
I'm an ELD teacher, English Learning Development. So I teach not just Hispanics. It's any, they call them L's, English learning, English learners, right? So they may, the student may speak, they come level 1, 2, 3, and 4s, okay? So level 1, they don't speak no English.
Gotcha.
They can't understand no English, nothing. They level 1, they native language is all they know, right? And then they progress to a learner, level 4.
Which is the highest.
Which is the highest, which now some of them, you can still be an English learner and speak full English, right? And some of them don't speak no Spanish because they was born in the States.
Right.
But their parents
are
of
Spanish
descent. So all their parents speak is Spanish.
Right.
So they know a little bit of Spanish, but they've been in school in America, they grew here, so they speak more English than they do Spanish. They can understand it because that's where their parents, but they more, and that's crazy. I'm like, dang,
that's a lot going on in
how you don't really understand Spanish? You do, but you don't, but you can't speak it.
Right.
You can understand it when you hear it, but you can't speak it.
I've seen some stuff like that, even in like parent-teacher conferences in some other districts that I've taught in, where you have the kid more fluent in American English than the parents. And so, like, if Mr. Ponder is trying to break down to the kid's parents, hey, this is how this kid is in my class, you having to speak to the kid, and the kid got to translate.
Or you got to get an interpreter.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You got to do the interpreter. That's like, especially coming out this COVID, when I would make contact with parents, I got to call the English line. I mean, the interpreter line. So I talk to the interpreter, say what I got to say to the interpreter, then he speak to the parent. Then the parent speak to him, then he tell me what. That's how my conversation was this whole last year, especially in the pandemic. Zoom calls, all that stuff was with an interpreter. I had to have an interpreter. In my classroom, I use Google Translate to speak to my level 1s too, because they don't understand what I'm saying. So I type in everything I say, his talk, and let the computer do it, because I don't speak Spanish.
I got you.
You know, now that's my role this year. I'm trying to move into a different role at the school and being like an trace teacher more, because I've been just talking, because I like teaching ain't my forte. As you can see, I've been through colleges, right? Like, and you know what I mean? I can do it. That's what like I tell my kids. Not just football players, any student that I run across in there, they be like, Coach Ponder, you so down, you this. Yeah, I am. I just understand because I know where y'all come from.
Yep.
I know. I had homeboys that went to McLain. I know what you're going through. So
we all grew up together.
Yeah. So I'm just a little different than some of these teachers in here, right? So I think I always encourage them kids over there to give the teachers a chance.
Yeah.
Because I didn't give them a chance. Yeah. Give them a chance.
Yeah. They got something to offer. Even though they may be different from you.
You just give them a chance, bro. And put your phones down. Just listen. Learn how to be a listener. I say that all the time to them, you know, because that's, and I think that's why I'm trying to move into that role. You know, when I first got hired, I was an English 4 teacher.
Whoa.
Look.
Hold up. You gotta have English 4 now. They threw you right in there, huh? Senior English.
I said, I didn't even know English major.
Right.
Well, the teacher had quit.
Yeah.
the job, that was a position to have where they can hire me.
Right.
You know, and I got them graduated. I had enough time to write them. They had a writing assignment.
That's right.
Did like a long writing assignment, and then so my second year, I was a PE teacher.
That's right.
And then this third year, which I just finished up this COVID year or whatever, I went into the ELD department. But I just taken my teacher certification. Please, hoping on that everything go right with that.
I know all about it, dog. I know all about it.
I'm gonna move into hopefully we get our pool because of this new money bond that they passed. They supposed to update the pool over there, and I want go more into the mentoring and physical education. We probably start a weighting program over there.
There you go.
And start competing at these weightlifting tournaments. You know, hosting weightlifting tournaments over there. If we can get it as a class. So
I think that's clutch.
I think that'll be good for not only the kids and health, you know, but the teams, athletics too. Yep. Athletes, you know, you got a weightlifting class now, so there's a class that you're gonna lift every day.
Right, and for your program, football specifically, you got more instructional time on that field once school is out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I like that.
So we trying to work it over there. Great principal, you know, she's doing a great job. She just got that full title, you know, and she's very supportive of the kids. You know, some people like, you know, when they get on that, she white, she this, it ain't about that, man. Come on, man. That woman got a good heart. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
And kids got good BS detectors. Like,
man.
If you being plastic, they're going to be able to see.
They're going to see that.
Yo, they're going to sniff it out.
See that.
And you will get no respect.
At all. Mm-mm. And that's, you know, that's one thing that's why I just like, man, okay. Yeah. I had a talk with her. She's like, Ponder, you know, and so I just be me and be respectful, you know, and do what I need to do up there and keep it good, you know what I mean? And keep it real with them, and the kids love it. You know, wins and losses. I had to call Coach Shaw. I'll tell you now, I hate losing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like losing, man. You
know, as a competitor,
you know what I mean?
That don't go away.
I had to call my second pops. I had to call Shaw, like, man, I don't know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, hang in there. It ain't about that. It's about these kids, what you're doing for these kids.
That's right.
What you're doing for your community, you know what I mean? Which I love it. Like, right, I get, you know, these calls random sometimes, right? From family members that may be out somewhere. Like, right. Annie called me the other day. I went into the new store and boy, it's some two girls in there that worked in there. They graduated from McLain. I had my alumni stuff on and they just got to ramping about you and what you did, and if it wasn't for you, they probably wouldn't have wanted to graduate it. And man, when you would do this, helped her get some money to watch her, something, just you know, that is why I do it. You know what I mean over there. You know, got a kid. When the kids come over there, a kid come up and he get happy. He got happy because he did. He come in the office, he smile. I'm like, what you smiling for, boy? What's going on? What you done did? What's up? Who you clowning on? He like, nothing. He happy though. He was like, I just came from tutoring and shit, coach, I was killing that math shit. That shit was easy, right? I'm like, damn, this nigga getting happy for his work.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because you know he probably never cared much about it before then.
He
just did it because he had to.
And then the confidence he was when he buckled down and went in there and he knocked it out, and he seen that he knocked it out. And he got it done. I was like, damn.
You capable, man.
And that's the highlight of it for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I told him, athletically, bro, you can get it done.
That's
if you don't fix your attitude, if you don't fix what's going on, bro, it ain't gonna matter.
That's right.
Because if you do go somewhere, you're gonna end up getting sent home or you're gonna quit.
Yeah.
Because on that level, it's like you have to be on point. Because for one, when you go to the next level, I don't care if it's D2, D1, wherever you go, you on an itinerary.
No, they got your whole days mapped out for you.
It's college.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
you went to college?
I did.
You played college ball?
I did.
So shit, you know.
I know.
Did you go to college?
Yep.
You played college athletics?
Yep.
So you know.
It's different, man. And one thing that I was always scared, and I was just scared of the thought of having to go to school without sports as that incentive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much I would have cared to go to school if it wasn't for basketball either. So I know our kids of today think the same way.
Yes.
But you can do one without the other.
Yeah.
But it ain't ball.
It ain't ball.
No. You could be a student without being an athlete.
Yeah.
But you can't do it the other way around.
You can't do it because depending on where you at, right? You gonna have meetings in the morning, workouts or something.
Right.
Your coach might want to meet with you. You got to go to breakfast. Then you're gonna go to class. After class, you're gonna have to go here. Then we got workouts or practice or something, whatever it is. Then you got study hall. You can't miss none of that.
By that time, it's what? Damn near bedtime. You gotta wash up, get some food in, you lay it down, get ready to do it all over again
the next day.
What?
You know, and that's what, like, you know, when I promised, well, I made this, when I got hired over there, I said, first I told, when I first got hired, I was, after 2 years, I'm gonna have somebody sign and go to college. I told my AD, told Coach John, Coach, I think it's gonna be about 4.
Yeah.
I promise you 4. I'll probably get somebody sign my 4th year, you know. But this year, I got some football players to sign that got some opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And I talk to them still to this day, every day. Why you not still working out? Come on, man. This summer, don't slip.
You can't.
You got to go up there. You're going to have to be ready. You know, and they starting, you know what I mean? They've been working. But I'm like, man, you cannot go up there not ready. You ain't going to be ready. I'm telling them right now. Because it's going to be a shell shock to you.
Yeah,
because you're going to have to go to bed. You're going to have to wake up. You don't be late. If it's 6 o'clock workouts, boy, you better be there at 5:15.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I mean, type of deal. You know what I mean?
Exactly
5:50.
Yeah.
You know, you better not be late.
That's the discipline of it. But let me ask you this. Whenever you got the job at McLain, were you, number one, did you always know after you finished playing that you wanted to coach? You did?
Oh, you asked me?
Yeah. Did you always know?
Bro.
Is it something that happened?
It saved me. Not coaching at McLain when I first took the job here. Dr. Wallace.
Really?
You know Dr. Wallace, right? Dr. Oliver Wallace. He on that picture as a coach for us, right?
Exactly.
So, bro, when I got done playing, bro, I was lost. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, I didn't know what I was wanting to do with my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? It got real with me like that. Like I was started to take what we call penitentiary chances. Trying to think that I can do this, I was heading downhill, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Because now, damn.
This is after your pro career.
Yeah, how the hell I'm on my way to this, thinking I'm finna get this, because first off, I was a 6th round draft pick. Okay. That's a big difference than the first rounder.
Yeah, you talking about that paper now.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That's a big difference. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
That bag was way smaller.
Way. But my mindset, I felt like the bag that I did get was, I'm on.
Yeah. More than what you ever had before.
What? Than anybody in my family that I truly knew.
Right.
I didn't know nobody close to me that you know, could see $100,000 in the bank account.
Right.
I didn't know nobody like that.
For real.
Nobody taught me that. And $100,000 ain't even a lot of money.
No, it's not.
$100,000 ain't a lot of money, bro. You know.
It looked good, though.
It looked good. I thought I was the shit, bro, when I first seen my first 100.
Yeah.
It did, and you know the bad thing and the sad thing about that is, and this is real shit, I seen that 100, and I don't think I ever seen 100 in there ever again like that.
Tricked it off quick, huh?
Well, it just started to, okay, dang, you got this, then you make an investment, right? Then you make another investment. Then you see it, then it's gone. You know what I mean? It wasn't consistent no more. Everything, it was like, oh, you got it now. I was just making bad investments, bad this, you know what I mean? My agent at the time gave him $50,000 for a movie. That never, like, you gonna get this, you gonna do this. Never seen the money, never seen my $50,000 back that this nigga said he's gonna give me back. Never seen the royalty check that he said he was gonna give me. You know what I mean? Seen the movie come out.
Right.
The movie came out. I ain't seen no money yet. You know what I mean? Just shit like that. You know what I mean? Or with, you know, got it. My agent's like, okay, I want a car now. Can I go buy this car? I got the bread in there, but you said my money coming next week, right? That should get something. He's like, yeah, go ahead and buy it. I talked to the banker because, we had the banker out of Chicago. Yeah, go ahead. Your money will be back. You should get at least an installment of, what you finna spend. Okay, boom. Go buy me Benz. You know what I'm saying? Right? Go give me the Benz. Go luxury, oh my God, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? I'm just this guy from right over here off Greenwood. I'm just this dude. But I try to make my little money that I had look. Everybody just knew I was balling.
Yeah. You weren't even trying to hide. You wanted it to be known.
I mean, I was a lay low guy, but I when I went to the bar, I went to the club down here, everybody knew. You know what I'm saying? Because we stepping through that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We gonna come through there. You know what I mean?
And I keep hearing you say we, so I know you had.
Oh my God! Yeah. We I'm affiliated with some guys that, it is what it is. It was just that, And so you learn, you live and learn. You know what I mean? You live and learn, and no regrets about nothing.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? No regrets about nothing. And you learn though. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta learn.
Did it ever get lonely for you at the top?
Yeah, I still have lonely days now. You know, the thing that's keep me grounded is my kids and my old lady, bro. You know what I mean? That's because that's what I feel like I live for now. Right. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it got dark on me to the point where I didn't want to be here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, man, fuck this shit. You just, and then in 2014, that's when I was like, okay. I reached out to the NFL, like the crisis line, like type thing, right? You know what I mean? And I had to go to basically like it wasn't rehab, but it was a treatment center in California. And I was out there for like 2 months and talking to psychiatrists, because it was just a lot of hate for other people, a lot of hate for myself. You know what I mean? From always almost feeling like I was supposed to touch them millies. You know what I mean? That's what you go to the league, you think you're a millionaire.
Immediately.
You know what I mean? And everybody that go to the league ain't $1 million. No. You know what I mean? It ain't like that. In football, you know what I mean? NFL, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? Now, if you, like I said, you're a first rounder, you're gonna see some millions before you get on the field.
Right.
That's what you want, that meal before you even touch a field. Now your lifestyle is different.
Guaranteed money.
Yeah, that's like, bam, your signing bonus is the first round of most of them, say your signing bonus is $3 million.
Right.
You're going to get $1 million check right then when you sign.
Yeah, life is different immediately.
Immediately. Now take a cat that never had a family member, nobody he ever knew. All the people I knew that had big money was dope boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be honest,
right.
The people that I knew that had stacks of money, that was like money people, like was dope boys.
Right.
That's not healthy.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's real, but it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Because they tell you, and I had some good big brothers that didn't want me to be into that, like, you know what I mean? But it was a reality of it. This is where we at, though. This is what it is.
It's the environment.
So, you just be careful. I don't want you, bro. You, because everybody knew I was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, no, you ain't got. But I still would always.
Yeah, you had to. You know what I mean? You both against that line a little bit. Yeah.
So it's just crazy, man, and I just got better. And when I got the job here, that saved me when I got out the league. You know what I mean? Because Dr. Wallace.
I didn't know that you worked over here at Central, man. What the hell are you doing?
I was the old coordinator here.
Didn't know that, man.
When this was in 2000, I came out 9. So I was here, this was 9. 2009, 2010. No, it was 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, you were here for 3 years.
Yeah, I was here for 3 years. Coach Phillips, then Coach Gibson was here. And I was here with 2 years. No, I was 2 years with Phillips, 1 year with Gibson. Or one of the two, something like that, right? And Shit, bro, because when I got done playing the league, I didn't know what I was gonna do, bro. Yeah. Like I said, you know what I mean? Everything just was gone. Homies, you know what I mean? This, that, you know what I mean? It was just terrible.
Did Dr. Wallace find you or you found him?
I reached out to him.
Okay.
And I knew he was the principal over here.
All right.
I had been, because playing, I would always try my best to come around here. Even when, who was the coach then? I think McKnight might have been the coach here then. Around that time when I was playing in the league. I think McKnight was the
Samson
coach.
was over here too?
It might have been Samson. It might have been Samson.
That was during the era I was here. 06, 07, something like that.
So I try to be around then when I was around, but it was just time, man, because I had to. As soon as I got out, I moved to Cali, right? And I was in California.
As soon as you got out of the pros?
Yeah, I was like, so in 08, early 09, I was in Cali.
Yeah.
And, I wasn't no pro ball player no more. It was like I'm out here, like we say, taking penitentiary chances. That's all I'm gonna say with that. You know what I'm saying? And so then I had 2 daughters, my 2 older daughters. I got 6 kids. First off, bless all my kids. My 2 oldest daughters, their mother was here, right? Mm-hmm. And she was with me in the league, right. And the bad thing about it, and I hate that, you know what I mean? And this is real. Mm-hmm. I feel like when I first became a father, it was my rookie year. I'm thinking being first time being a father. Oh, we in a relationship, I'm in the league, you here in Tulsa, I'm in New York.
Oh, yeah, it's a little different, brother.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I thought being a father, as long as I could
bring that bacon home.
You can't tell me nothing.
That's all you figure. That's all you need to do, huh?
You can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, so that relationship was, you know what I mean. And so now I'm out of the league. I done got hurt. You know what I mean? We in this big old house out here in the Wasso. Yeah. It's over with. I'm trying to figure it out. I go to train in Atlanta for a little bit, back and forth. Long story short, we end up separating or whatever. Mm-hmm. Now she had the kids, but now it's like I said, I moved to California trying to, figure some of my life out. Mm-hmm. It's time. I'm finna move to Dallas, and the kids need to be what? Okay, cool. So I was a single father now, and out the league, ain't got my house in the Wasso no more. Mm-hmm. I'm a single father with my 2 girls for basically like a year or so. You know what I mean? That was different.
Man, how old were they at that point?
Probably like let's see. So she was born in 03, about 7, 8. Because my daughter was here when how old are you in the 7th grade?
13 by the end of that school year.
Okay, so she's about 12. My oldest was like 12.
Right.
And then her little sister is 2 years or 3 years under her.
She 9 or 10.
9 or 10 then, you know what I mean? So they was old enough, but they wasn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
And and then I was like, damn, I gotta figure something out. I can't just keep trying to just hustle. Yeah. Trying to go back to your hustle days. Like, damn, bro.
You done went to survival
mode.
Like,
damn, you know what I mean? Can't get a job, bro. I couldn't get hired at Quick Trip. You know what I mean? I wasn't confident enough to go in there and take the math test. You know what I mean? I tried to go get a job at this place at a fitness club. Right. They fill out a resume.
You never done it before.
Ain't never done none of that. So I'm really hurt to society. Right. I ain't saying it's comparative from a penitentiary person. Right. Coming to society, I can understand it though, right? Because now you've been in the NFL for 4 years. You've been able to get whatever the hell it is you want. You don't gotta ask somebody for nothing, and then boom, everything gone. You gotta be in society
with basically no social skills.
No social skills,
man.
None. You know what I mean? And shit, I had to figure it out. So then that's when I was like, fuck. My old lady now, right? I knew she was teaching her at the time. Mm-hmm. And I knew why Ollie was her. Mm-hmm. Coach Phillips. Well, I met Wallace and then Dan Phillips, good dude. He's a defensive line coach at the University of Hawaii right now. Hey. But they gave me opportunity. Shit.
Jump right on it.
What? Luckily, though,
yeah,
I had a hell of a senior group that year, my first year here.
Right.
We went 8-3. Nigga, it was rolling. We rolled. I had Milton Harper, Keywan Daniels, you know what I mean, Terry Finch. We had some dudes, you know what I mean? We had some Devin Forces. We was good. We went 8-3, right?
Now, did you love it right out the gate?
Yeah, then, because I didn't know how to game plan. Like I said, you know what I mean? I just was.
You was the talent.
I'm just this former NFL player that's coaching us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it sound good.
You sound good. I don't know how to put no game plan together though. Coach Phillips will help me with that. You know what I mean? But it was good. And I had Milton Harper's a good leader. Shout out Milton. I just hired him. Matter of fact.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Look at shit. Hey,
because he ended up going. You know, he had a very successful career at Langston, coaching and stuff now. And then he wanted to come back, and he's like, "Yeah, I hire you for sure, because I know you're gonna come to work. I know what you've been through, right?" But anyway, it was good, man. Coaching here, and I had them 3 years here. The last 2 years was bad. Yeah. My coaching skills, you know, Coach Phillips left, Coach Gibson came. We was good, we was decent, but I still just wasn't really truly ready to be a coach like that. You know what I mean? And that's when fucking Wallace left. Then he was like, "I told you should have went and finished your degree. You was supposed to be the head coach now. You can't be the head coach. You ain't got no degree.
Yeah.
You just, you know what I mean?
That's real."
I couldn't be it. So then they hired Gibson. You know what I mean? So Gibson came. I was here with them 2 years, Gibson. Then it was just like, okay, talked to Shaw had came. Shaw had moved down here. Shaw was like, "Boy, if you don't go back to school and get that degree, you know, what's the name?" Because and it's all about relationships, right?
It is.
It's all about relationships. So now here come my Coffeyville days coming back around, right? Because who gets the head coaching job at Southeast Missouri? My old, where I went to school at and tore it up, right? I didn't finish, didn't get my degree. Who get the head coach job there? Now, a defensive line coach who was at Coffeyville, Coach Tom Matukowicz, was the D-line coach at Coffeyville, D.C. He left Coffeyville and had his runs, and then in the coaching world, then he lands at Southeast Missouri State. Well, what the hell? You just getting this new job at Southeast Missouri State. Wouldn't that be a hell of a job by you to bring back a former All-American, help him get his degree, help him coach?
Right.
He did that. I was gonna love Took for that, because Took didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? He got the job. I reached Took. Dang. Well, yeah, I want you, to come up here. You're gonna finish your degree.
Yeah.
And you're gonna help me coach my receivers.
He was asking, he was telling you. That's what's
you're gonna finish your degree, and you're gonna help me coach my receivers. Bet.
Went up there, got it done.
Got it done.
How long did it take you to get that degree done?
That year.
Just that 1 year?
Yeah.
Oh, you were close.
Because that was my problem, bro. Yeah. That was my problem. It was my last year at Southeast when I was a student. I didn't go to class.
Yeah.
I'm going to the league, bro. Yeah. It's gone. I'm gone.
I don't mean to laugh, but we hear that mentality all the time.
That's just that's the dumb thing, right? I mean, I don't want to call nobody a dummy, but my mentality, right? Because when I went back and got my degree in 2014, guess the classes I took that I had failed my last year: crime and human behavior, consumer and economics. And then the other one was a couple of science classes, but them two was the two classes that I really excelled in, right? Crime and human behavior course.
Right.
Reading that shit, that's why he like that, talking about, crime and human behavior. why does this man act the way he is? Why is this kid coming? Well, his dad may have abused him, but okay, why did his dad abuse him? Well, because his dad abused him. You know, you get perspective on, damn, that's why my guy's like that. That's why oh my God.
You're connecting the dots now.
A in that course. I'm writing papers that I ain't never really, back then, I ain't gonna lie, I was plagiarism. I would try to get it done.
I didn't have my bout with plagiarism.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting it done.
I feel you.
2014, as a grown man that has been broke, I had to dig into it. I dug into it. I accepted the education. You know what I'm saying?
It sounded like you got interested at that point too.
Because now it's like, damn, my consumer and economics course. Oh my God. If I would have took that class serious,
right,
and then been drafted, I would have known how to handle money.
There you go.
I'd have known about taxes in the consumer and the economics. I know I was a consumer.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I had to live and learn that. You know what I mean? When I've been, so that year 14, when I came back and felt, it boosted my confidence up. You know what I mean? I could kind of hold my head a little bit better. You know what I mean? Because I didn't feel like a failure no more. I didn't feel like, oh, you just gonna be that hood nigga that like everybody just say you gonna be. What you was supposed to be, you're statistically. Right, because a lot of my homeboys, not a lot of them, a lot of us is good. You know what I mean? A lot of us is good. Some of us didn't fail. Right, I go out, I see people, right, that I know and they know me, but you can just see. You know what I mean? The difference, right? They kind of, some of them still stuck in their same elements. You know what I'm saying? Some of them not. Some of them like, damn, this fucking bro. Ooh.
Yeah.
He don't even recognize me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know I recognize. You know what I mean? So. Going back to school, it blessed me that year, you know what I mean? Because I became a better coach and I became an educated man, you know what I'm saying? And I got my bachelor's degree and shit, it was probably the best thing that I could have done, you know what I mean?
Can't nobody tell you nothing now, again,
huh? They can't tell me shit. They can't.
I feel that.
I mean, you can't.
Man, I got to ask you something about Coach Shaw, you know what I mean? Because I got a couple more things I want to hit with you.
Yeah,
the fact that he was one of your coaches, now it's come full circle to now he's the head football coach over here at Central. You're the head football coach at McLain. And so now y'all are peers, the love is still there. I know that. But now y'all adversaries when it's time to compete.
Yeah.
What's that like, man?
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I just pregame, the last, because what we didn't play them 3 years.
Yeah.
He got my ass. I got his ass the first time.
Right.
I was, yeah.
You felt good about
that? Hell yeah. Even though this home squad, I'm a TC guy. I feel like TC made me, bro.
Yeah.
It made me who I am today. You know.
And I see you got the 98
Oh, I'm
ring
going to
on.
wear this. This is the best ring I had. You see, I even got mine decorated a little bit when I was in the league with something in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, you put a little more sauce on it?
Yeah, I put a little sauce on mine, you know what I mean? Because I had it at the time, you know what I mean? But this the best one for me, though.
Yeah.
Because it just means something. It's just, you know, the time frames of that that life was it's not good, but it was good for me because
it's a part of your story.
It's part of my story. You know what I mean? But the pre-games of it, right? Just going out there and seeing him. You know what I mean? And like, damn, look at Shaw. Because you know what another thing good about it?
What's that?
I like when he liked to see me in that state. You know what I mean? I know that make him feel proud. You know what I mean? In some sense.
Yeah.
Like, look at this boy. This boy fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I enjoyed that of it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to beat him every time though.
For sure.
So the first time.
That's respect too though.
Yeah, first time he got me. That second time they was, because that's when they had the late young Memphis dude. KT was in full go then before his senior year. This was his junior year.
Right.
Like they
were coming with it.
They won all city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We came in second though.
Yeah. Close.
You know, close, because they got me in the all city and in the regular game. You know what I mean? And then this last year, you know, I got him.
I remember that, the season opener.
Yeah, the season opener. You know what I mean? I got him, and that was good. You know.
Now next school year in the fall, the matchup gonna be here at Central, right?
Man, they gotta get it going. He said they're a month behind. So we posed to open up there.
Yeah.
I sure hope we do.
Me too, man.
I sure hope we do. Because for one, you know, shit, we was dust bowling up there when I was playing. Yep. You know what I mean? This place made me, you know, the person who I am today. I don't have no regrets about none of it. You know what I mean? And I was always probably the same person. I think if anything, and when I was at Webster my freshman and sophomore year, I was around a good family. The Cox family that's out there. My homeboy Harold Cox, man, he ended up, and his mom is Jill, late Fred, you know, his dad. Like, I was around a good family, bro. Like,
they had you taken care of.
Yeah, I was, you know, I would stay over at his house a lot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And just a good family, bro. And that was from a kid, not to take nothing from my mom, but as a young man, I don't care what kids say, or a kid, if you got a single family house or something that's just not right at your house and you get a chance to go over somewhere where it's family.
Mm-hmm. Something that you don't have or don't see every day.
You want that.
Yeah.
As hard as you might want to see, because you know you got to be kind of rough around the edges in certain mm-hmm. if your household is in disarray or not, the parenting is not, they got their priorities mm-hmm. straight. You know what I mean? As a parent, that's all I can say, I guess. If that parent don't got their priorities straight, then you go over to a parent, one of your homeboys in their house, you know, and they parents got their shit together. Mm-hmm. Instantly, a kid everybody, somebody said, this kid is bad to the motherfucker, he don't want to do nothing. But I guarantee you, when he go over that house, and it's in order, and it's a father there, and a mama, and it's in order, what's the first thing that young man gonna come in there and say? Yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
Yeah, he gonna fall in line.
He gonna fall in line quick.
Yeah.
Cause it's in you.
It is.
You might get smacked upside your head a lot of times or something or anything, but you know when to go and act. You know better.
Right.
Or you won't even go, or you won't even show up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You won't even be this type of kids. Y'all don't even deal with each other. Mm-hmm. But sometimes those kids that when they get into those situations, they tighten up. They know they can't fucking be like that.
Right.
Because that parent or that household is gonna be like, don't bring that motherfucker back over here no more.
He ain't come back. Well, listen, from the era that you came up in, similar to mine, other parents could police other kids too. You know, like, listen, my folks, they see you out cutting up.
Yeah.
Oh, they on your ass too.
What did you say?
Where you mom at? Yeah. Where you at? Call them up. You know what I mean? All that.
So you know that is a part of it. You know what I mean? On certain situations, but with me and Shaw, I'm gonna get him every time.
You gonna get him every time?
I'm working shit. I mean, you know.
See what Shaw got to say about that. Whenever I'm gonna get messy when I see him at work.
Nah, I know but he don't want to lose to me either. Because he know I'm gonna say something, and he ain't with that shit. He a competitor too.
Hell yeah, he was.
You know, he's a competitor, but he's a hell of a coach, man. He's a good dude. Cause he coach, he want to win, but he coach. I can truly say that he care about what he doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The motherfucker ain't got a coach here.
No, and I done seen this dude, you know, leaning backwards and forwards, trying to, you know, make situations better for these youngsters, even when they don't meet him halfway. Yeah, he doing more work for them than they are a lot of time. I mean, he that good of a dude. Yeah, I done seen it this just my first year over here. And
bro, when I was in college, and then you know, Shaw used to do a minute. Where you at? I'm at the house. All right, go downstairs. I go downstairs, I ain't got repetition, it'll be bags of groceries in front of my apartment.
Yeah, see? It don't get no realer than that, man.
You know what I mean? I got into some shit at Southeast.
Right.
Coach out. Or coming out here right now, don't say shit to nobody. What's going on?
Yeah, you know that could be good.
Oh, it couldn't be. It wasn't good. It wasn't right, man. It wasn't right. I was doing something. I wasn't, but I was involved. I was a recipient of certain things, and I shouldn't have did it. You know what I mean? But, you know, I was. You know what I mean? And I didn't get in trouble because I didn't make the dumb move. You know what I mean? It was a situation where you know, a young lady was worked at a store. Yeah. And she was working out where you can get some merchandise, right? Mm-hmm. And I was receiving merchandise. Yeah. But certain other cats, dummies, I'm gonna say it, I don't care, it's time, you can't do nothing. These dumbasses is getting the merchandise, but they taking it to another store and trying to get the money back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Greedy, boy. It'll get you.
So the young lady ended up going to jail. These niggas ended up going to jail.
Oh, wait. Shit. Oh, yeah, you dodged the bullet for real right there,
what?
Chief. I'm telling you.
What? Boy, what you choice over?
Yeah. Coach Shaw, looking out. Now, since we on Central, now we're gonna pivot a little bit. Let's talk basketball. All right, because the same coach that you played for here at Central, Terry Scott, that's who I played for. It's my greatest mentor to this day. I talk to him multiple times a week, and he always tells me the story about the 1998 state championship team. And he says, talent-wise, that's the best team of all three of his state championship teams that he coached. He said, I think y'all were like, man, what was 23 and something or 25 and something. He said y'all were pretty much undefeated, 16-0 the whole year, and then y'all end up losing 4 straight, got reset, and then finished the run and got that title. And he talked about you and another young man, I can't remember his name, that came over from Webster. And he said the day after y'all, I think it was a Saturday morning, because y'all had lost your last football game on a Friday night, and y'all came to practice that very next day, Saturday morning, and told them, we trying to get us a state championship in basketball. Now I know Coach Scott's a great storyteller, so he can sometimes put a little extra on it. So I'm wanting to hear your version of that run, man. How was it for you?
Man,
that whole league basketball experience.
That was a good man. We had talent, man.
For sure.
Damn right. That really was like the come together of our AAU team when we started playing AAU.
Okay.
When you talk about Demetrius Gatewood, David Atkinson, Thomas Bowie, Jason Harris is the young man that
came with you.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That's 4. Who else was Bowie? Dave. I'm just looking at that to see.
Freddie was on that team
too. Freddie younger than us. He my little brother's age. Right. But 4. Okay, so 5 people play AAU ball from 12 and under up to 15 and under. That was on that team. Okay?
Right.
That's me, Bowie, David Axon, Jason Harris, and Demetrius Gatewood.
Right. Who'd y'all run with?
At the time, we was with the Tulsa Breakers.
Gotcha.
Tulsa Breakers. Shout out Coach Tees, rest in peace. Coach Taryn Tees, Ralph Tees, which is Taryn Tees, who played in McLain. You know what I mean? But that's Coach Tees and Coach Worm. What was Worm's real name?
That's one of the names where it's like, man, all you know is Worm.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't remember, but Coach Worm was our AAU coach too.
Right.
But anyway, man, we wanted to win in football. Okay, off gate, going into there. My senior year, bro, we gonna win this shit. You know what I mean? Because we was on some, and this is how I know. Then I know we on basketball, but this all matters going up to the hoop. Because over the summer, right, we used to think, we self-medicated, okay? We self-medicated, I'm gonna say that, right? But for some reason, our coaches somebody told us that we gonna have a drug test. Right? When we come up here and get your physicals.
Oh, whoa, okay. That's something to think about.
So we stopped.
Right, y'all got right.
We stopped, bro. We totally stopped. Now, us being youngsters, did we stop? Yeah, we stopped. Because we wanted to play. That's how you know that was that important to us.
Right.
That's even though we probably still smoked the Black and Miles and still drunk 40s, okay?
40s. That just lets you know what the era was.
Yeah, we still
late 90s.
was still on Ice 800s, you know what I'm saying? And whatever else. We were still, right? But we stopped smoking trees, though, because we really wanted to win. We wanted to get there, right? So my little crew, we stopped. We wasn't blowing like that, right? Well, football come on, we lose, right? We go farther than we went the year before in the playoffs, we lose. It's over with. Basketball season come. We know when it's cracking, though. We wasn't playing no games because when I don't remember when we probably came the next day or however, but when we came to practice though, when we was on here, bro, we used to, we going down.
Yeah.
You gonna have to play. You gonna have to practice. We in here working. We might have had left school earlier, when got right, came back, 8th hour, but when you come in here, it's going down.
What time it is?
We said, what was coach? What coach did you say y'all start right there, run around right here, go
at
up?
5 and 2:30. We start right there in that corner, all the way up.
So he let y'all start right here?
We started right there. Had to do 5 of them in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
So he didn't slacked up. We used to start right there, bro.
For real.
We started right there in that corner.
And ran the same route.
5 and 2:30. Right there. So we started there. Boom, over, boom, up, bam, bam, right?
That's still the hardest run that I never done, even from college too.
So here's the thing: we used to compete that.
Yeah. Getting after
you
each other.
better not. Who ain't gonna make it?
It was like that.
On the curves.
Yeah, get dirty with it.
Like, cause we was competitors though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So to fix the stat, we was 23-0.
Before y'all lost a game.
But with a full team.
Got you.
We was 23-0. No, 22-0 with a full team. That's no ineligibles. Our full squad. We was 22-0. Right. That's tournaments. Anything we did, we was 22-0.
I just running the table.
We ended up being 25-3. Yeah. So we lost 3 games.
Man.
We was 25-3.
Went and got that chip.
25-3, bro. But it was like we took pride in defense. Mm-hmm. You know, I always felt like I could hoop too. I felt like I was a really good basketball player. Right. But when I got over here, it was like, okay, I'm a football guy.
Yeah.
I accept that. And when I get my time to get on the court, handle your business. Play some defense. Coach Scott used to get mad at me because I wouldn't shoot. He'll pull me out because you don't want to play. You don't want to play. You don't want to play.
Yeah, you doing everything else.
You don't want to play. You don't want to shoot.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to play. You know what I mean?
That sounds just like it, man.
Because I could.
Right.
But it was like.
Y'all had enough.
Man, JoJo Knowles, Quinn Nisham, them juniors, Worm, Armstead, them some dogs, boy.
Yeah.
Joe was a dog.
He was that dude, huh?
Joe was good. He was a good point guard. You know what I mean? And Demi was a dog. Okay? My guy Demi was a dog. It's just, you know, he had some, and I tell him to this day, you know, you just had an attitude problem, bro.
Yeah.
You had that in AAU.
Yeah. Couldn't get out his feelings, huh?
You get out of his feelings, nigga.
We hope.
Regardless, but he was a good teammate, though.
I feel that. You need that.
He's a good teammate,
Definitely
and he was a competitor. But for some reason, if he lost it, it'd be one of them, man, that nigga crazy than a motherfucker. There you go.
There you go. Well, like once he gone, it's hard to reel him back in.
Oh, you can't.
He gone.
There you go. Yeah. I done seen this dude sit down in the middle of a court at AAU. In an AAU tournament.
Just like.
Cuss the ref out, you.
Just threw. Golly.
Only person got him out, the coach trying to get him out the court. Mama Gabriel had to get him out.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way he got that nigga off the court. Other than that, he was not getting off that court. But that team, man, and Coach Chris, ain't that your assistant?
Chris Watson? Oh, yeah.
Now, that ain't Gene Jones had a son.
Gene Jones, you talking about Trey?
Trey.
Yeah.
Okay, they kind of looks like Chris.
Yeah, they do.
Do people say that?
I say that. I ain't never heard nobody else say it, but I can see it.
Me too. Mm-hmm. I mean, I ain't trying to get nothing in trouble, scared up or nothing like that.
Listen, man.
But, you know.
Everybody that's been around Tulsa, they know Gene Jones, they know Trey, they know Chris.
Yeah, so, but Gene was a good part of our coaching staff too, though. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. Gene Jones was one that would just sit down and talk to you like this and keep it real, 100 with you.
Yeah, all the way unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
I feel it.
Not a filter. But we was good, man, and we just competed, and we was in that mode that y'all can't fuck with us.
Y'all beating everybody in the conference.
I don't care who it is. We lost to East Central.
Okay.
I remember losing to East Central, and Coach Mick won't let me get that. He won't let me hear the end of that at all. Yeah. He feel like they should win state that year.
Oh, really?
Mick, y'all wasn't messing with us, bro.
It's like that.
Because we lost to East Central twice.
Oh, they beat y'all home and away.
Yeah.
Golly. During that slide, huh?
Doing that slide.
Y'all had some ineligibles though, didn't you?
Yeah. Like there, it was some hit and misses in there. You know what I mean? And they beat us twice.
Gotcha.
Out of the 3 losses, we lost to East Central twice.
Man, so they got that one they can hang over here. But
you know,
who was the third loss?
I don't remember.
You don't even remember?
I think Edison or something. I don't know who we lost to. I don't remember.
So that means y'all swept Memorial, y'all swept Booker T, swept McLain, ran through them all that year.
Yeah, they wasn't talking about nothing. We was on people, bro.
I believe it.
We used to dunking, all that.
Put on a show.
So it's going down. We used to come out to Brother Lynch hung.
Man, that's way back. That sucker went way back.
You know what I'm saying? We come out that locker room over there, bro. It's going down in here.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But it was fun, man, and we just competed. Yeah. You know, and it was like by the end all I remember like going through that season, a lot of the time, especially playing in here, a lot of the games, by the end of the game, it's like who everybody getting in. Who can get that last dunk coach letting us cherry pick dunking.
Yeah.
That's what that season was with us. It was we was the deal. And you know, even in school, like, right?
Y'all treated a little different, man.
Yeah, it was. And that's why I don't like about, man, I go back to it, my guy Armstead, man. Yeah. Like, he was a junior. He didn't need to be skipping like what we was or whatever. But soon as, you know, if we was gone, he was gone, right? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But I just truly feel like they blamed a lot of the stuff on the pitcher. All right, I'll get into that, the pitcher. You know, we tagging up some gang signs on that pitcher.
And Coach Scott told me that years ago. Y'all banging on the pitcher.
Yeah, but that's, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm still.
It was what it was.
It was, you know, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? And that's the mark of it. To me, that's the significance of it.
It was a time period.
The time period, like, we shouldn't even done that. One person seen it, and he shouldn't have said nothing. He shouldn't have said nothing. But, because didn't nobody else see it. Because you had to see it and look at it to know what was going on. It ain't like...
And then you had to know what you were looking at, though. You know what I mean?
Right?
Common mind may be like, he's got 2 fingers up.
Yeah.
You never know.
But, you know, it ain't like you taking a picture and you know, throwing up whatever, right?
Yeah.
It was, everybody that's on there that's doing a little something is discreetly to a point.
Yeah.
One person said something, now you know we got the damn gang task force in here looking at our state picture.
Yeah.
Now it's this, now it's this, now it's this. No, now they trying to suspend these dudes. They can't do none of the seniors, but the younger guys, they trying to suspend him. Now it's just like, come on, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, that's just it. It is what it is. Life live, right? We shouldn't have did that. We were wrong. But I don't care, bro. That's the truth.
Yeah, let somebody find out. Don't go give it to them. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They always say the ship sinks from within, man. That's what they always say.
You know, but and that was the good, you know, but we did that. And they can't never take that from us, man.
Right.
And I looking up here and say 103. I remember that thing was at 101 when we put it on with that 101 on there.
Yeah.
You know, that was a big deal for us. In the school, like it's good to be part of a state championship team.
Yeah, man.
Because you only get a chance to do that, 4 years out of your life, possibly.
Possibly.
And possibly out of when you go through, you know, middle school, and then you get to high school only 4 years. You got a chance to be a state champion.
Ain't nothing like it, man.
It wasn't nothing like it, though.
It really wasn't. And, you know, people who don't really know much about the process of it, they'll say stuff like, oh, man, I should have won 2 or 3 or 4. I'm like, oh, really? You think so? Really? You, like, we just gonna go walk and just go grab one? Like everybody else ain't good at what they do?
Yeah. Shit, we this close.
Yeah.
Wahab Carter from El Reno threw up a. That motherfucker said.
Ooh. Did the toilet bowl on y'all.
Ooh. You hear me?
I do.
And because he was averaging like 30 plus. Wahab Carter. I don't know where he ended up being, but he was out of El Reno. Straight baller.
See?
About 6'5" guard type guy. Remind me of a guy named James Hall from around here, right? Wahab
I keep
Carter.
hearing the legend of him.
Jay Hall was that dude.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're in and out of it. And we win it. You know what I mean? And the rest is history, you know. And I you know, it was a good deal, man. They treated us well. They did treat us well. The community treated us well. You know what I mean? It was when we walked through here at that time. I like we had our reunion a couple years back, right? Even I became a listener and an observer type of person. You know what I mean? And sit back. I've always been a chill dude too, but I had to become a real okay. I'm observing and listening. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfucking students, like my people, like the people in the hall, just students, they even remember our state run. Like, right, they was talking about it. I remember when we all won it, we was this, and this. Because, bro, we won it now. It wasn't too much school going on.
Oh, in the spring?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
In the spring, it was spring too.
Oh, yeah, the season's over. You know what I mean? I know there's some people that probably didn't even walk like they were supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just, it was that real.
It was that real.
Yeah.
It got that real. I mean, shit, it got that real. You know what I mean? But
we ain't glorifying it. We just saying it was what it was.
It was what it was. And some people, they can say they experienced a state championship, you know, and some can't. You know, even some of the great ones, I guess that's like the significance of a Super Bowl.
For real.
You know, you go or a national NBA title. Because Barkley never got a title.
One of the game's greats.
One of his greats. Never got one. You know what I mean? Some of them best, like, what's the quarterback? Jim Kelly. Never got a Super Bowl win.
See?
But he did everything else. You didn't get no Super Bowl, motherfucker. You didn't feel that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
You know, you didn't get no state. You didn't feel that.
Yeah. I was talking to one of the guys that's on the wall on that all-state list. He was back a couple of months ago and he was talking noise with some of the people, some of the current guys. Yeah. And he was like, man, I'm on that wall. Yeah. Like, you see me, I'm on that wall. And I was like, looked at him like, man, I ain't on that wall. I'm on that wall.
Hell yeah.
It makes a difference.
It's a difference.
But here's how we're gonna wrap it up, Coach, man. Because I appreciate all the game you've been dropping on me, man. At every level that you done played ball at, football or basketball, so we talking high school, AAU, college, pro. Right. If you could go back to a game where your squad lost, but y'all had no business losing, and you could go back and run that game back and try and get a different outcome, which one you gonna go to? And I know you done been around the block a time or two. You done played at the pros at 3 different franchises? Yeah. You done played at 2 different colleges, right? You 2 different high schools. Right. So I know you got a lot to think about. So if you took me back to one, which one would it be?
That we lost, didn't have no business losing.
Right.
Because I didn't lost, you know, and I didn't won too.
Yeah. We always remember the losses more than the wins for some reason.
Oh, man. And this is as a player.
As a player.
As a player, man.
Yeah. Putting you back in war mode.
Man, I don't know, man. Southeast Missouri, I taken my college, right? Okay. My college, we lost to Murray State, right? Murray State was a good football program. But the only reason why I bring this is because I was so mad at the game. And I know they wasn't that good to me, but I felt like I was being highlighted in that game, right? It was national televised. I'm projected to be a NFL guy. You know, this 1AA, so it was kind of the news people it was on TV.
That's right.
So I was the guy.
It was big stuff going on at that time.
Yeah. Well, we ended up losing. But I felt like we was trying to keep forcing me the ball, to throw me the ball, like get it to Willie. And that wasn't happening. I'm trying to tell Coach Shawnee, I'm like, bro, Do you see what's going on here?
Yeah, they own
It's over with for me in here. We should be doing something else. And I did not want to lose that game on TV. We ended up losing. But I just felt like I was mad because maybe not because I didn't get my shit off on TV too. But at the time, I was just like, we shouldn't have lost to them. And we losing because we're not switching up what we supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And
so you really were a team guy then?
Yeah, we had fucking Adrian Sanders.
Yeah, that's all the more reason.
Which is Barry Sanders' nephew.
Let's go ahead
you
and
know what I'm
target
saying?
him.
We had some. No, actually, Adrian didn't play. We had other guys. Adrian wasn't there. This is my senior year. But we had other good receivers too, bro. We had other things that, to me, I feel like we could have done. And again, I feel like probably because I didn't get my shit out. But I was doubled.
Yeah.
I remember because they had a fucking linebacker in front of me and the corner was behind him.
Oh, yeah, where you going?
So they going to press me off gate with him. He ain't worried about. They told this dude's job was to press him and just if he get off on press, look at anything coming to you. So they said playing like a 2-man on me only. Oh, man. Because it was like 2 men under. He pressed me. If you don't see nothing, fall back up under him. But you know you got corner help on top.
I know that had to be frustrating, but that's respect too, though.
Yeah, you know me. But at the time,
anybody but Ponder.
Yes. And they trying to move me here and do this. It's just not working, bro. Let's do something different. And I didn't want to lose to them because we had lost to him my junior year, the year before. The corner that he thought he was good. Yeah. Bitch, you ain't good like that. But you getting help, but you talking all this noise. Now my senior year, he's back again. He's trying to talk noise again.
And they got y'all twice.
Got me twice. I was mad at that one. So that was, but that was just, I didn't like that. I didn't want to lose to him again, you know what I mean? Because the way he was talking noise too, you know what I mean? And
you like that.
You know, that's the worst of them, you know, on them. I can't really think of no hoop games like that, high school hoop games. Like I said, my senior year, we was
blazing folks.
Macking. They didn't want it. We probably put fur in a lot of people when we came in the gym. Like, their confidence was like...
Before the tip.
Like what's Jimmy, the girls basketball coach? Look, when I was in there, he was like, I just want to let you know I never beat you. He never on the hoop court anytime that he ain't never won.
And see, and that's a cocky dude too. So whenever he see this, boy, I know he gonna have something to
Look,
say.
No.
Hell?
Oh man. Come on, bro.
It's like that, huh?
We probably 30 them.
Ooh-wee.
I would think. I don't know. But like my junior year, you know, shit, the T was the shit.
Yeah.
My junior year, Hump,
they had the
BJ.
Blue. So what's that? That's 97.
97. I mean, obviously 96, they had Hump and Moo.
Yeah, bitch.
You know, but 97, my junior year, we played with them. Hype game. But we wasn't beating them. Junior year. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like say, that squad was hard.
Right.
They were good. You know, Humphrey was no joke in high school. And then they had Sugar Hill, you know. So 97 wasn't nobody beating them boys, man. You know.
Fast forward one more year though.
Oh yeah, nah. After that, like I'm gonna talk shit. Like BJ Brown, he over here helping y'all.
No.
His son over here playing though, right?
Yeah. Right.
But shit, they probably disrespect. Bigger T was disrespected when we came in that building.
Partied on them like that, huh?
They wasn't talking about nothing. It was revenge time.
I feel it.
When the T come,
it always meant a little more whenever you was able to beat Boogie T.
Yeah, it do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all due respect to them.
They
are who they are, which is why we wanted to.
When you get at them, and it's like shit.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because the T is the T. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to that hoop court, what they've done, and the runs that they had. You know what I mean? Central, to me, is I don't want to say we second to them, but when it comes to hoop high school, yeah, Booker T, you're gonna come to Central. When it comes to our Tulsa public schools,
right.
What you think? I mean,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's correct. Now, obviously, I'm biased because I'm a product of Central, and now I'm the boys' coach over here. So,
Right.
But during my era, it definitely felt that way. But then I was like, man, let me get some stats. And Coach Scott was telling me one time, he said, he was like, hey, D, you got Booker T, Millwood, Central. In terms of who got the most high school state championships in basketball.
In basketball.
In the history of Oklahoma basketball. I said, damn, well, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
So what you're saying is pretty accurate.
Yeah, and I can see Millwood doing it. You know, they ain't fucking 2A. What they, 2A or 3A? 3A.
They were 3A last year.
They got some dudes down there, but.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
You know, it's all good.
It is. Yeah. Well, listen, bro, I appreciate you coming through and chopping it up with me, man. I enjoyed every bit of this, man.
This is cool. I like I said, this is her. I like being free, talking.
Yes,
I love telling my story, though.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And then being honest. Like, I don't, like, later on, I probably won't remember a lot of what the conversation was about.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll probably think about, damn, I should have said this or I should have talked about this.
For sure.
But what I do know, I like and appreciate y'all having me on because I was honest about some things.
For sure.
Everything.
Absolutely.
And some things that I haven't said before.
Yeah. And
so some people might see this and hear it and they be like, damn, who this nigga talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You know, but those who know me, they know and understand. You know, it's all love.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It's the reason why your name was on my list. I'm like, man, this brother right here is going to be relatable.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's just period. You know, I respect my flaws. I learned, I've grown. You know what I mean? And shit, it is what it is with me. You know, I'm growing, steady growing, and helping, and just helping, bro. Like I could have.
That's gratifying being able to give it back. And we're gonna have to title this episode. Yeah. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Yeah. For sure, bro. Appreciate it, man.